Morning. Alles afzet.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we've got Kriel, Faf de Klerk, Damian Willemse, and Kitshoff. Please raise your hands for questions, and then we can get going with this section of the news conference.
Good morning, gentlemen. Stephen, let's start with you. Your career shaped by New Zealand rugby. I mean, your first big final was in 2012 in the Junior World Cup, where you guys won at Newlands. You're back here again. Just talk us through this particular 9-year period. Or 11 years, if I may say. My math is a bit off.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. So yes, you're taking me back now to very long ago. But so under 20s, Junior World Cup final in Cape Town at Newlands. So yeah, we were fortunate enough to get the victory there on home soil. But I think this is a different beast. I mean, we all know how good the All Blacks are and how well they've been playing throughout the World Cup and the victories they've had. So I think going through all the years, and I mean, starting my international career in 2016, struggled to get a victory over the All Blacks until 2018, and then from there was very 50-50. So yeah, I think this weekend's going to be an exciting one. It's going to be a different one. It's going to be a massive game, historical game. So yeah, really looking forward to it, and I think the pressure is going to be immense, but I think the atmosphere and the game itself is going to be incredible.
Stephen, can I ask you about RG Snyman? Sorry, I know I've not pronounced his name the way you guys do, but I think everyone's aware of the journey he's had to go through to get from one World Cup to another and everything he's fought through. Can you tell us what he brings to you guys as a team and how much you guys respect what he's gone through to get here?
Yeah, I think RG's, he's been very unfortunate with the injuries and the ACLs he's had. I think it was 2 ops in 4 years. So for him, he's an incredible team man in the way he helps Franco and with the lineouts, and he helps Coach Dion with making good decisions in the lineouts and developing a plan for every weekend. It's exceptional, and then just the energy he brings off the bench. So we all remember like the bomb squad and the energy we had in 2019. I think he's taken that same role this year, especially in the World Cup. And I mean, he's been playing great rugby. He's been carrying the ball well. He's done extremely well at lineouts, and he's bringing a next level of physicality. I mean, he's a giant among men. So extremely proud and so fortunate for him to have him in our team, and he's been playing great rugby, and I'm extremely proud of him.
Hey, JC, this one is for you. I read a stat that the last game against England in the semi-final, you didn't have the ball a single time in hands. So I don't know if it's true, but that's what I read. And how is it to spend the whole game without touching the ball? And what does it mean about your defending duties as well? Do you enjoy defending as much as holding the ball?
I obviously don't enjoy not getting the ball. I think all of us as players want to touch the ball at least when we're playing. But I mean, different games require different things. And I think on the weekend, we didn't get as much possession, I suppose, as we'd like. Obviously, England played a different game plan. But I think we did what we needed to do to get the result. And in the end of the day, that's all that matters. So, we were happy with the result.
Question for Faf. Obviously, any World Cup title is special. Down the back in the cheap seats. Any World Cup title is special, including the last one. But what does it mean to you to play the All Blacks in a World Cup final?
Yeah, morning guys. I think it it means a lot. And like you said, it always remains special. It doesn't matter who you play. I just think because of the history that we have with them, going back to 1995 and getting to play them in a final again, it's just I think it brings back a lot of memories for a lot of people back home. A lot of us were, except maybe Dwayne and Dion, were a bit too young to watch that game, but I think that's where the rivalry actually really started in mainstream. And yeah, I think just looking at the players that they have in their side, and this guys that we've been looking up to since we were at school, guys playing their final games now for them and for us. There's just a lot that's special about this game, and we're both going for the same thing, which is going to make it so much more of an exciting and tough match. But yeah, I think I overheard Sia earlier to say you dreamt about this is probably wrong, because I don't think you do dream that far. But we're here now, and I'm feeling extremely privileged and blessed to sit in this position, and yeah, going to give everything that I can. And if it's my last game, I want to make it remembered for me as giving everything and putting everything on the line.
Have any of those 95 guys been in touch with this current team? Someone like Francois or anyone else?
Yeah, I think just through a few messages to the guys. There were a few of the guys at training sessions and just feeling the support from them. So yeah, I think even if they haven't, we know we have their support. But I think there are a few guys that's got a few messages, and we do draw a lot from that, and we know how proud they made the country and how proud they are now of us. And we need to continue that, and hopefully we can add another W to the records and hopefully take that cup back home.
Faf, I was just wondering, without the bench means there's no sort of specialist scrum half there, means you'll likely go 80. Just wondering if that changes your approach or if it changes the way you look at the game at all?
No, not really. We've played like this before, and I've played a lot of 80 minutes in my life, and that doesn't really change things. I think if you're going to pace yourself to make sure you fit at the end of 80, you're probably going to lose this game. So we're going to have to go from the start and give it our all. And luckily we've got Kwacha covering 9 as well, and he doesn't get tired, so that's fine. And yeah, Chesy's also been training there, so we've got backup. So that doesn't really bother me at all. Yeah, I'm going to try and give it my all from the very start, and yeah, hopefully I can be there at the end when we win. But yeah, it doesn't really change anything that I do. Just have to make sure I'm recovered well for the game.
Faf, you've played the All Blacks a lot. Can you tell us about what impresses you about this team, and also your opposite number, Aaron Smith?
I think the way they've turned it around this year, especially after playing us and the French, it shows a team that really is close together as a side, and the belief they have. I think they've obviously been in a bit of scrutiny over past those 2 games, and I think the way they've turned around, I think we all could see they're playing unbelievable rugby, playing with a lot more confidence, and you can see they're doing it for each other. So yeah, it's good to see a side like that can almost internally sort things out and don't have to look outside of the group, because they've got such great players and leaders all around the group. And I think Aaron Smith is one of the biggest guys for that. I think is the gel for that team, not just on the field with the way he chats and plays, but off the field, sharing his experiences, and obviously also sometimes going through tough times and getting through that and sharing that experience that he has with what he's been through in his career. And yeah, played him quite a bit and played New Zealand side, and he's yeah, just seems to have always been there as far as I can remember. And he's been a great player for New Zealand, and one of the guys that I've looked up to building my career as well. He's always been one of the best 9s in the world continuously every single year, and that's a sign of a great player. And I think I'm lucky enough to hopefully get a few more hit outs against him in Japan. So it's going to be exciting to have him over. But yeah, I just want to congratulate him on a great international career. He's been great. Something that I think a lot of nines can look up to. And I have definitely in the past learned a lot from him. And but hopefully I can get one over him this game.
Damian, Jacques was just talking about how far back he goes with a lot of the players, and he mentioned that he coached you at a very young age as well as a lot of the other guys. Can you just maybe talk about the influence that he's had on you as a player, as a coach, what kind of coach he is, and the kind of influence he brings in a big week like this?
Yeah, I think obviously Coach Jacques and myself go back since school days, and it's been a real privilege and honor to play for him and under him. Yeah, as I said, obviously he's been massive in my career, especially in my test career. He's the one with Coach Rassi who's given me a shot at the international scene. So yeah, I'm really grateful for the opportunities, and then obviously the rest of the coaching staff who's made sure that I can develop my skills each and every week. And yeah, I'm just really blessed and grateful for the opportunity that he's given me to kickstart my international career, and today I'm here hopefully in the World Cup final. So yeah, it's been massive for me.
Faf, hi. What makes this rivalry so special for you, and is it the biggest in rugby?
I was funny enough just thinking of that question before you asked it. And I don't know really why, but I think it for me personally, doesn't get bigger than this. If you look what's at stake, and getting the 4th title, going back to back, yeah, I can't really answer that. To be perfectly honest, it's probably just the feeling that you have inside, and I think you all can feel it, and I think people and supporters can feel it. It's special and very privileged to be just in this situation. There's not a lot of people that can come after us and have this feeling and have this situation to be in. So yeah, I think it's spectacular. I'm looking forward to it so much. And like I said, that there's a lot more to play for than just that cup. We're doing it for a lot of different reasons. But going up against this side in a final, trying to go back to back, it's pretty special. I can't explain it. It's more a feeling, and I think you're going to see some unbelievable rugby on the weekend.
Question for Damian. You've played with Cheslin Colby for quite a while. I think if I got my facts right, he's playing his 30th test match on Saturday, and it's also his birthday. Just a word on him, and also I want Faf to comment.
Yeah, obviously I've been fortunate enough to play with Cheslin, starting at the Stormers when I just got out of school. So yeah, he's been obviously a great player to obviously learn the game from. Yeah, as I said, started at the Stormers and then now at International. I've had the privilege to play with him in the back three. He's a great player. He's always someone who, if it's to be, it's up to him. He's always the one to take the ball and make the play. So yeah, it's great to have him in our team, and hopefully he can provide us again with a special moment, just like he did in 2019. And yeah, I think as Fafi said, it's going to be a great game of rugby. It's going to be a contest all over the pitch. New Zealand has been playing obviously really good rugby, so we're preparing for that test. And as Faf said, we're really excited.
Just on Cheslin. Is his birthday today?
Yeah,
Saturdag. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I guess that's a nice present to give him then, to get the win. He's a great guy. We've been mates for quite a bit, and sort of had a similar thing where he, going through our career, where he's always, people in the past said he's too small to play this game, but I think he quickly showed that's not the case. He's an unbelievable player, unbelievable guy, works unbelievably hard, and doesn't have a doubt in his ability at all. He'll take on anyone, anywhere, any place, and he'll probably come out on top. Quite enjoy him training at 9, seeing that he can actually become a bit tired, not just hanging out on the wing. So it's good to see that side of it. But he's an unbelievable guy for us as a friend and as a player. I think everybody feels when he gets that ball, something special is going to happen, and more often than not, it does. So we're very lucky to have him on our side.
Good morning to all of you. Just 2 questions, one for Damian, one for Stephen. Damian, how much motivation is winning a record fourth World Cup for you? And then Stephen, with the team that coach has announced, all the pressure is on the forwards, and how you guys take that?
Yeah, just on that question, obviously, it will be massive, not only for us as a team, but what it will mean for the country as well. And there's been obviously 4 years of hard work, sacrifice, and dedication that's gone on into this, and the planning, from the support staff, the coaches, and us as players, sacrificing a lot of time from home, bodies on the pitch. We've lost Malcolm, we've lost Makazole, obviously in the games leading up to the final. So we are doing it for them as well, and as I said, for everyone back home. So, it's really special. But in saying that, we are coming up against a great side in the All Blacks, and, they're not going to obviously make it easy. They also want the cup, and, as you said, it'll be the fourth for whoever wins on Saturday. So it's going to be a massive contest, and, we've been preparing for that. And I think the pressure that we've got in the quarters, in the semi-final, have set us up nicely for the final. So, yeah, we're looking forward to it, and, it's going to be war out there.
Yeah, and so just on the forwards, Rassie and Jacques made it very clear on Monday when we internally announced who's playing and the squad that it's going to come down to the forwards and the way we pitch up and giving a platform for the backs to show a bit of magic and X factor. But we all know the brand and style that the All Blacks play and how dynamic they can be. But for us, it's all about work rate, that physicality, that scrum battle, that line-out mauling. And for us, if you've got an opportunity to play for 40 minutes or 45 minutes, it's absolutely emptying the tank and giving it everything and making sure you leave nothing out there. And then the next guy just steps in and takes over. So it's all about an 80, 85, 100-minute performance, and with the way we pick the squad, it's giving you everything, emptying the tank, and the next guy just takes over and carries on with the job.
We'll take about 4 minutes left, guys. So question there and question over there.
A question maybe for Faf and Stephen, whoever wants to answer really. The hours must stretch a bit in this final week heading up to Saturday, and obviously the game not till 9. How have you, when you're not supposed to be thinking about the game, how have you been filling your time, and what will you be doing up until 9 o'clock? I mean, Faf, is it preparing the hair, or are there other things you do?
Yeah, that's a big part of it, preparing the hair. No, like this week does feel a bit longer than usual, which is great. I think the more time we get in this last bit together is special, and we've focused on getting closer as a group this last week, spending a bit more time together after training, having a packet of chips together and just chatting through our experiences and what it means to be here again. So I can really feel that unity inside with the group. A lot of sleep, go to bed late, wake up late, have another nap, and we've pretty much been playing 9 o'clock games every weekend. So I think the boys have got their routine down. So yeah, it's a normal week for us in terms of that. But like we've done a lot of work on New Zealand and on ourselves, and we know them very, very well by now. And I think that's one great thing is about this team is there's a lot of experience and guys that have gone through this same situation in the past. So drawing on that and guys can share their experiences, what they need to do before a game, and you can take from that what you need. But yeah, like I said, it's pretty much a normal week for us to prepare. Not a lot gonna happen on Thursday. Maybe a few boys hit a few golf balls, maybe go to Paris, have a coffee, something like that. But yeah, pretty much a standard thing for us.
Hi guys. John Smith said you make 2 debuts as a Springbok. Your debut and then your first game against the All Blacks. Could we maybe add a third category, the All Blacks in a World Cup final? Will that give you guys the extra, I guess, little bit of motivation you need? You've probably had a harder physical time and a shorter turnaround. Could that be the few percent you need to go the distance?
Yeah, I think he's 100% correct. Like, made my debut against Ireland and then played a couple of games and then played the All Blacks and felt like I've never played a test match for the Boks before that. And then building up into this week there's a different level of nerves that I haven't felt before. So I think motivationally wise, to be honest, there's no outside motivation needed. I think the way we've prepped, the way we've done our analysis, the way this whole World Cup's been, and the road we had to take to get to here, it all roads lead to this final. So I don't think there's any motivation needed. I think there's going to be excitement. I think there's going to be enjoyment. I think there's going to be exhilarating rugby. So for us, it's pitching up, making sure the details nailed in, and then just playing rugby as best as we can.
Thank you very much, guys. That wraps up our media conference. Have a lovely day and see you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.
Cheerio.
See you later.